Assalamu alaikum dear students. My name is Mavish Kazmi and in today's video we are going to study about the artificial satellites. Let's see what are the objectives of studying this topic, artificial satellites. We will study about the definition of satellite, then about the natural satellite, then we will see the artificial satellite, and then we will study about the purpose of artificial satellites. Let's have a definition of satellite. That what is satellite? A satellite can be defined as an object that revolves around a planet is called satellite. As you can see in this picture, so many satellites are revolving around the earth. Now we have this is the example of a natural satellite. The moon revolves around the earth, so moon is a natural satellite of the earth. Next we have the definition of artificial satellites. That what is artificial satellite? Artificial satellites can be defined as those satellites which have been sent by the scientist. Some of these objects revolve around the earth called artificial satellites. What is artificial satellites? How we can define it? Scientists have sent many objects into the space. Some of these objects revolve around the earth called artificial satellites. Next we have the purposes of artificial satellites sending into the space. First purpose is to study about the scientific investigations, like study about the stars, planets and earth. Next purpose of sending these artificial satellite is Earth observations, including weather forecasting and tracking storms and pollution. Next purpose of sending these artificial satellite is communications, including satellite televisions and telephone calls. And the most important purpose of this artificial satellite is navigation, including global positioning system. Now we will see that what is global positioning system. GPS is a satellite navigation system. It helps us to find the exact position of an object anywhere on the land, on the sea or in the air. GPS consists of 24 Earth satellites. These satellites revolve around the Earth twice a day with the speed of 3.87 km per second. Next here we have a very interesting question, that why communication satellites appear to be stationary with respect to Earth. The answer is very easy. Because the communication satellites take 24 hours to complete their one revolution around the Earth, as Earth also completes its one rotation about its axis in 24 hours. So this is the reason that these communication satellites appear to be stationary with respect to the Earth. Now we will see that what is the motion of artificial satellites. As we know that artificial satellite is that satellite which have been sent by the scientists and that is revolving around the earth continuously. Now we will see the explanation of this topic and then the derivation. Okay. We know that a satellite requires centripetal force that keeps it to move around the earth. We have studied before this that the centripetal force is the responsible to move the objects in the circular track. The gravitational force of attraction between the satellite and the earth provides the necessary centripetal force because of which the satellite is revolving around the Earth in a circular track. Now let's consider a satellite of mass m revolving around the Earth at an altitude h in an orbit of radius r0 with orbital velocity v0. Now what is the derivation of studying this topic, motion of artificial satellites? As I have told you that the centripetal force is the responsible to moving the object in a circle track, and we know the formula of centripetal force, Fc is equals to mv square over r, but we have assumed that the satellite is moving with the velocity of orbital velocity v naught, so that is why we have replaced v by v naught and its radius by r naught, means the orbital radius. And we know that the centripetal force is equals to the weight. As I have told before, the gravitational force of attraction between the satellites and the Earth provides the necessary centripetal force. So that is why we can equalize centripetal force by the Earth weight, or by simply weight formula W is equals to mgh. Gh is the gravitational acceleration at some altitude h. Now I have equalized this. Fc is equals to W is equals to mgh. Now we will have mgh is equals to mv naught square over r naught. We can see mass is the same on both sides of the equation, so this will cancel out and we will have remaining term gh is equals to v naught square over r naught. We want to find the motion of artificial satellites, means the speed by which the artificial satellite is moving. So I have separated the term v naught square. So this will be equals to gh into r naught. Now I will take the square root of this v naught square so that I can get motion of artificial satellite. So by taking square root on both sides, we have v naught is equals to square root gh into r naught. This equation gives the velocity. Now I will say this r naught is equals to radius of Earth plus altitude h. As you can see in this diagram, that the orbital radius r naught is equals to sum of radius of the Earth plus altitude h, as it is shown in this diagram. So what I have done, I have equalized r naught is equals to r plus h. Now I will use this value of r naught in our above equation as v naught is equals to square root gh into r plus h. This equation gives the velocity which a satellite must possess when launched in an orbit of radius r naught is equals to r plus h, means the orbital radius must be is equals to the Earth's radius and the altitude around the Earth. Now we will use an approximation that is very easy, that a satellite revolving close to the Earth such that r is much greater than its height, means the radius is much larger than the altitude. Now the altitude term can be neglected because the radius of the Earth has been dominating, so r plus h is approximately is equals to r, and gh can be replaced, can be approximated as simply g, means the gravitational acceleration due to gravitational acceleration. Now we will have the formula v naught is equals to square root gr. Now I will put the values and get the motion of artificial satellite or the speed of artificial satellite. We know that the value of g is constant 10 and the radius of the earth value is 6.4 multiplied by 10 raised to power 6. So by calculating, we will get the artificial satellite speed as 8 kilometer per second. It means a satellite revolving around very close to the earth has speed of v naught nearly 8 kilometer per second, or that is equals to 29,000 kilometer per hour. So this was the motion of artificial satellite. You must have to learn this topic completely with derivations from your book given on page 113. Thank you for watching this video.